Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Review. So my latest film for you guys here, this comes from Amazon Studios and it's called 7500. This is a directorial debut of Patrick Wallrath, who is a German director who made an Oscar-nominated short film a few years ago, and apparently he's hoping that this film will become his calling card for the big league studios in several film festivals back in 2019 before Amazon Studios picked it up. Now it's being debuted in the midst of a pandemic where basically no one is flying, if you can believe that. 7500 is obvious reference to hijacking. See, in the beginning of the film, we see grainy CTV footage of a Berlin airport. And as we go into an actual Boeing something or other, I forget the actual type of plane that they're on. So we have Michael, who, the actor who is playing the captain here, was at one point a real life airplane pilot. And we have Tobias, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, probably the only big name thing that this film will have going for it. And now, of course, he has a half German, half Turkish girlfriend, they sort of keep it down on the down low. She's on the flight. They have something dealing with their son. Of course, he says this is not the biggest concern to worry about right now. Now, lo and behold, 30 minutes into the flight, apparently this thing occurs in real time. Three terrorists. Now, apparently, I thought to myself, aren't there 4 or more? I don't really know. But apparently, looking up now, there are actually 3. Apparently, looking up this, I come to realize that, one of the terrorists who tries to get in the cockpit gets knocked out by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but apparently stabs the captain. His name is Keenan, and obviously his goals are basically, whatever standard terrorist wants to get a hijacking of a plane. And also there's another 18-year-old hijacker named V-Dot, who we'll get to momentarily. Now let me confess, I think it's hard these days to actually get a good airplane terrorism film off the ground because obviously of 9/11, but the gone are days of executive decision. Anyone remember that film? Now Tobias obviously is wounded. He calls in basically saying, okay, fly to this nearest airport and we'll effectively go from there. Obviously the terrorists went in and they began to kill a couple of people. Obviously that pains Joseph Gordon-Levitt because obviously he can't do that. And now clearly the Turkish actors are speaking either German or Turkish, and let me confess, when I was watching this movie, now obviously I didn't put the subtitles on when I was watching this but otherwise overall I got the gist that they're clearly mad at the West be toured to get away with it in America now. Obviously these terrorists go to the bathroom in the beginning of the CTV footage. Clearly, they must have broken a mirror. Joseph Gordon-Levitt has an arm wound, and basically he's busted his arm. And then for a brief moment, the terrorists take over. Then, of course, we come to incorporate the second terrorist, V-Dot, who's much more of a worrywart. Then, of course, Joseph Gordon-Levitt begins to use his mindset to think, okay, I can actually turn this 18-year-old away from a life of what it's going to eventually lead him. But then, of course, the last 30 or so minutes becomes a hostage situation, and that's less compelling in the beginning 2/3. I mean, clearly we get V-Dot as a troubled kid, and that's really all I can say. He constantly has the broken mirror glass to Joseph Gordon-Levitt's throat, and obviously he goes to the bathroom in the cockpit, which I think is disgusting. And then, of course, this film has to have an ending, and I accept that ending for what it is. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt gives a really down-to-earth performance here. Clearly, he's not a hero. Anyone who's trying to deal with hijackers, clearly, that is probably the most harrowing situation that no one would ever want to be in. How do you deal with it? Obviously, the people on the other side of the radio are like, don't negotiate with these people. Yes, that the passengers is not something that anyone would want to have on their conscience. So in the end, folks, what I'm going to say about 7500, I am going to give this, amazingly enough, a matinee rating because I think people should see this if you are clearly in the need. So folks, 7500, have you seen this? What do you think? What's your favorite airplane film or airport movie? As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, enrich yourself with knowledge. I'm at Michael Rich Reviews 2. See ya next time, folks.